Hello everyone, welcome to Theme Girl. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a front-end post-submission form in your WordPress site. So basically, if you want to let users that visit your website create blog posts, but you don't want to give them the access to your WordPress backend, then this is something that you can do. You can create a very simple post-submission form in the front end where users can come in and they can fill out the post title, excerpt, content, their name, email, etc. And for this, we're going to be using the Everest Forms Pro plugin, one of the best form plugins out there for WordPress. It also has a lot of other features like CAPTCHA, integrations to other various platforms, and post submission being one of them. So let's get started with the video, but before we do, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, that's super important. And yeah, I suppose that's about it. Let's get started. Alright boys and girls, here we are within the computer screen. Now I have installed and activated the Everest Forms Pro plugin right here. It's a very simple process. First link down in the description below to get this Everest Forms Pro plugin. The goal of this video is to create a front-end post-submission page or a front-end post-submission form where people can come in, they can create an entire WordPress post in the front end without giving them the access to our backend. And basically we're going to achieve that via this plugin right here. Now before we do that, we're going to have to go within add-ons before we create our form. And in here, let's search for post submission. And once you type in post submission or anything close to it, you'll see this card right here that says post submissions. Simply activate it. So now once the module has been activated, let's just go ahead and let's start creating our forms now, or our form singular. So in here, I'm just going to click on add new. It gives you a default form, but yeah, I'm not going to be using this. I'm going to create one from scratch. Yeah, here just click on create from or start from scratch, and let's get to our form creation process. Let's give our form a name. I'm just going to name it post submission because why not? There it is. Click on continue. Okay, this right here is our form builder area. We don't have any fields. Right towards our left, this right here is our form drawer from where we can drag and drop the fields into our builder area. Let me collapse this menu and let's get started with our form creation process. So now I do have kind of a structure here. This is the sort of form we're going to be creating. We'll have a name field, an email field, a post title field so that users can come in and they can fill out a post title, a image upload field for our post featured image. They can come in, they can upload a featured image if they would like, a post excerpt field, and finally the post content field with the classic editor so that the user can format the post however they would want to. And finally, I also have this category selector here. So if you would like to give people the liberty to categorize their posts as well, this is something you can do. So that is the sort of form. Now, first of all, let's go ahead and let's get our name field in here. For this, I'm going to drag the first name field. And what I'll do is I'll rename this field as just name. All right, once that is done, actually, I'm going to make this field required as well. Now, I'm going to get the email field in here. There it is. That's my email field. Now, the email field, it is required by default, so we don't have to do much there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new row in here, and I want this row to be full width or just a single column. So for that, I'm going to click on this edit button right here, and I'm going to select this setting so that it turns into a single column row. And in here, I will get a single line text field, which is going to be our post title field. So let's rename it as post title, and let's make this thing required. Required basically means a person has to fill out this field before they submit the form. Now after this, let's go ahead and let's get an image upload field in here. There it is, this field as well. Let's rename it, and let's rename it to post featured image, right? Make this thing required as well. And while I'm making it required, if you want to give a maximum file size upload limit, then you can do so. But before I do that, let's capitalize this P. Let's give the max file size of 10 megabytes. So I'm just going to type in 10 MB. I think you're going to have to insert values in megabytes. So I just do 10 and it's going to be 10 megabytes. So that's fine. Now allowed file extensions. Suppose you just want JPEG and perhaps PNG. Just type in JPEG, comma, PNG, and this should be it. If you want to edit any of these messages, you can do so from right here. Now let's go ahead and let's get a paragraph text field in here. This is going to act as our post excerpt. Right here, let's click on it. This one is going to be our post excerpt. Let's make this thing required as well, because why not? And now finally, let's go ahead and let's get another paragraph text field, right? And let's rename this to post content. Make this thing required as well. And don't worry, we're gonna work on the classic editor bit in just a few seconds. All right, let's just save this form right now. So there it is, this thing is done. Let's preview it. So this right here is our form, looking very clean. Now, let's go back within our form builder area, go within settings, and in here you'll see this menu called post submissions. Simply click on it and enable it. Once it has been enabled, now you're just gonna have to map the fields that you have created within your form builder area right here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna map the fields. So for post title, we do have a post title field, so let's simply map it. And by the way, it's very important to choose the correct sort of field types like I did here. For my post title field, I have this single line text field. For my featured image, I have a file upload field. For excerpt and content, I have the paragraph text field. So yeah, super important you use the correct fields in here. So let's go back in here within our settings and let's select the post content field as well. Select post content here. For excerpt, it's the same thing. Select excerpt. For featured image, again, the same thing. Now the post type, what sort of post do you want to create out of these fields? For us, obviously it's going to be post, but if you want to create pages or even WooCommerce products, you can do so. For now, let's just do posts in here. And what is the status of this post that you want it to be in? Suppose I'm a user, I come in, I fill out this form. Do you want the post to stay in draft, pending review, private, or maybe you just want to publish it right away? Then you can do so. For this video, I'm going to choose published, but if you have an actual site and you want to review content before, then you would choose any three of these options depending on what you like. For now, it's going to be published for me. Now here, post author, you can either select a current user, or if you want to manually assign a user, like I have a test user in here, if you just want to assign that user, then you can do so as well. But basically, current user basically means whoever is filling out this form, it's going to pull their user information and it's going to display as the author. Anyways, once this is done, you've basically created your post submission form. Let me show you what it's going to look like now. So this right here is our post submission form, looking very good. So here we have our name field, email field, post title, featured image, post excerpt, and finally our post content field, which has this classic editor so people can drag it however much they want to. They can come in, they can type their stuff, and they can also format it however they want to. But yeah, now that this is done, and now before we jump into the action, before I show you what this form is, how this form is going to work, what I'll do is I'll also show you how to let users assign categories. We have this taxonomy section here where you can assign categories as well as tags. So now I'm going to show you how to let users assign their categories if they would like. So back within our form builder area within fields, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go on add fields, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a radio field or a multiple choice field in here. Simply drag and drop it right there, and actually instead of putting it at last, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up there, because why not? So I'm going to name this category. If you want to name it anything else, you're free to do so, but yeah, for me I'm going to name it category A, and then category B, category B, and finally category C. Let me rename these real quick. There it is. Gonna make this thing required as well because I can. And yeah, this is basically where people would come in and they would choose their categories. Now here I've written down category A, category B, and category C. And also in the backend, if I go back within my posts menu in here, and if I go within categories, then you should see that I have 3 different categories in here. So I basically just recreated these categories in my form, category A, B, and C. So now let me go back within settings. And from within settings, go within the post submissions option right here. You'll see this, and within taxonomies now, let's go ahead and let's select a category. Now there's 2 ways you can assign categories. One is via a field value that the user chooses, and the second one is to just directly assign it whichever category you have. So yeah, if you want to go down the field value route, just simply select field value in here and just select the category field that we've created just now within our form builder area. This field right here, we're going to select that field, and whatever value is provided there, category A, B, or C, that is what this post is going to be categorized as basically. And yeah, suppose you just want to assign them to a certain category, you can just simply choose assign category, and after that you can select whichever category you want to assign to every single post that is submitted via this form. You can do that as well. For me, I'm just going to leave it at field value for now and select the category field in here. And you can do the same thing for tags. You just need to make sure you have tags in the backend, or I mean within your tags option, and you can just, select a field in here. And also, if you're using ACF to create any sort of custom post metas, then yeah, you can select those in here as well. You can enter the meta key and you can assign a field to it. Now, this is something, if you want a separate video for it, let me know and I'll make that video. But yeah, for now, this is it. That's all I'm going to cover. Let's click on save here. Now, I guess let's just jump into how this form is going to work. I'm going to copy this shortcode here, and then I'm going to go within my pages menu. And while I'm at it, I'm going to open up Lorem Ipsum because I can. And yeah, now let's go back and let's add a new page, I suppose. Add a page. Now I'm going to name this page as not form submission, I meant post submission. There it is. And in here, let's just do one thing. First of all, I'm going to get a section in here. I'm using the Block Art Blocks plugin, by the way, for this, just letting you know. And here, I'm going to add a shortcode block, and I'll simply just paste in my code, publish it. It's just going to make sure my form is nicely centered. That's why I did it, really, nothing much. So now let's go ahead and let's view our page. And we have a post submission page. And this is what it's looking like. Actually, we have a sidebar, so it seems we don't need to do this. Let me remove these real quick. Just wait a sec. Bam, save it. There it is. Our form is much more presentable now. So I'm just going to fill it out now. I'm going to name it Sid. Here I'm going to say sid@test.com. That's going to be my email. This is not an actual email, so don't even bother trying to reach out here. Hey, you can reach out to me on Twitter. Links down below at SidGrill. And let's give it a post title. How to live your life to the fullest. 5 best ways. I don't know. You can choose a title, right? I mean, your users will do this, I suppose. All right, let's assign it category A. Let's use a featured image in here. Yeah, sure, I've selected one of my images because why not? And in here, you can type in your post excerpt. I'm just going to use this as an excerpt because I can. I'm just going to paste it in just like so. Oh, and by the way, if you want to limit the post excerpt, you can do so from within your form builder as well. You can simply select this field and you can limit the number of content. Now, let's go in here and I guess let's give in our post content. All right, this one's actually formatted as well. So yeah, I wanted to show you this. You can format the text however you want to. If you want to make like bulleted lists, then you can simply do this. 1, 2, 3, like you can do whatever you want to here. And yeah, basically this right here is our form submission or our post submission, my bad. Now let's click on submit here and there it is, voila. It says, thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch with you shortly. And by the way, if you want to change this message, what you can do is you can simply go back within the Everest Forms all forms menu, and after that you can edit this form, post submission, edit it, and from in here go within settings and you should see the thing right here. Where is it? Oh, confirmation, there it is. Yeah, you can just change that message if you want to. But now time for the actual reveal. And if you check out right here, we already have our post live. This right here is the post. It is live. Don't worry about my image. This is a thumbnail image that I took. But yeah, what is lorem ipsum? And this right here is our content. And suppose if I were to go within the category A, which is where it has been categorized, we should see the excerpt as well. Yeah, this right here is our excerpt. And if I click on read more, then I have my post right here. How to live your life to the fullest, 5 best ways. And yeah, I guess let me also show you in the back end what it's going to look like. Go within my posts menu, and yeah, there it is. This right here is our post. Voila, it has been categorized into category A. So yeah, there it is. That is how you can create a very simple post submission form in the front end. You can use this form wherever you want to, maybe in the My Account pages or something. And yeah, I suppose that's about it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. All the helpful links will be down in the description below. And yeah, I suppose that's about it for this video. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I'm Sid and I'll see you whenever I'll see you. Take care.